Hi everyone, my name is Macsen. Welcome to my Pillars of Eternity beta short Let's Play. In this Let's Play I'm going to be showing off a modded party. I'm using a mod that I found on the Obsidian forums that was created by someone called Bester. It's an amazing mod. It not only allows you to create your own party, each of these
Yes.
characters
Oh,
is
what is
basically
it?
up to level 4, but it allows you to do a variety of other things as well, a huge variety of other things. So I'm hopeful that he'll be creating more mods in the future when a full Pillars of Eternity game comes out in a month or so. Now, during this Let's Play, I'm going to be showing off this party. I intend to actually use probably quite a few of this party in the full Let's Play I do. In particular, I'd quite like your feedback on a couple of characters. I haven't decided which one of these is going to be my main player character in my full Let's Play. In this beta Let's Play, I'm using Allura Blackheart as the main player character. She does have one particular downside to her. That's a lack of resolve, which is probably pretty important for the player character. The bottom three traits or abilities really govern how well you do in conversation. And it's only your main player character who really takes part in player conversation. On the upside, she could be a pretty funny character to play since she is a bleak walker. She's a paladin, and they specialize in having a cruel and aggressive disposition if you want to retain their paladin bonus. So being cruel and aggressive to various characters in the main Let's Play could be pretty fun. There is my other choice for potential player character in my main Let's Play is going to be this dwarf chanter. Now he has excellent stats in pretty much all areas apart from condition and dexterity. I don't believe I need that both of those for what I intend to use him as in combat. In conversation he'd be excellent though. The only stat I'd maybe want to increase a bit for conversation is intelligence. But he doesn't have, well, chanters don't have to take a certain disposition to retain any of their bonuses. That's the big difference between her and him and the paladin. Now, in regards of this actual short mini beta let's play, I'm going to be going through the village and doing some combat and showing off how the party works that I've got set
What
up
is it?
here. So first things first, I think I should have
I'll
a
take care
chat
of
with
it.
this group over here. Right, so let's talk to Medrath. Um, because I've played this beta a couple of times before, I pretty much know where everything is, so I'm not going to thoroughly explore as much as I would in the full Let's Play. But yeah, let's read this then. So, Medrath, an elf idles by the road, watching a village across the river. He nods as you approach, and a cowl figure standing near him falls silent. Greetings. A look of horror slowly forms on his face. Blazes, you've just come across from the village, have you? How bad was it? So, we get to choose how we want to respond here, and since my player character is that Allura Blackheart character, and she specializes in being aggressive and cruel, I guess I should pick that option to help retain her bonus. Quit babbling and just tell me what this is about. Haven't you heard there's a murderer on the loose, said to have gone mad with grief and strangled a dozen healthy children when her own was hollowborn? He nods at the figures with him. We've come all the way from Defiance Bay to bring her to justice. So, none of those options are actually would help me retain her bonus. I'll actually show her bonus in a second as well. I don't think I did that. Um, so I think you can pick these without it affecting it, as long as you don't pick, what was it, diplomatic or benevolent, which is the options that would lose the bonus. So I'll just do the rational one. He nods across the river. She's hiding out in the village. We'd go in after her ourselves, but the problem is she knows our faces. There's no telling what she'd do if she saw us coming, and we'd like to avoid any further unnecessary bloodshed. He leans closer. Her name's Nivre. She's an Orlan. We want to get her out of town so that we can deal with her cleanly. She knows we're looking for her, but if someone were to convince her that it's safe to leave. Now we've got a few options. Now I can take advantage of my intellect here by asking him this question. So I think that's the best option. This is, well, even though you get these options that you need a certain skill to use, they're not always the best option, which is really good in Pillars of Eternity. So the powers that be want to keep things quiet for obvious reasons. Better not to cause a fuss, and certainly better not to startle her into doing something drastic. I'm sure there's more, it gives you more information if you actually have slightly higher perception, 16 perception, and she only has 15, so we missed out on that. Okay, I could draw her out. Let's do that option. He nods. She won't know you, it'll be simple. I have a few questions for you. What did Nivre do exactly? She was responsible for the murder of all those babies in Defiance Bay, remember? Terrible thing, but we'll make her pay, alright? Reminds me who I'm looking for, which is pretty much the same thing, and let's leave. So we've got a new quest to do. Let's check out the journal. Right. You actually get experience in the game for each map area you enter. So first of all, before I go anywhere near that quest, I want to enter this, I think it's a church or a temple. There isn't actually anything much in here, I think, but we get 50 experience for doing that. If I hold down tab, you can actually see where containers and objects of interest are on a map, which is really useful as well. So let's have a chat with him. Let's see what that is. So that gives a bit of details there. Now I think you can get in trouble for actually stealing items in this game, so I wouldn't mind getting that container, but I need to be careful about how I do it. So you can see here that are all trying to scout. She's got my best scouting ability, the Amaran Rogue. Oh, let's show that Paladin ability as well I was on about. So the Paladin's ability is Faith and Conviction, so it gives you defense bonus basically. The way I've built her, she doesn't actually need defense all that much. I'm planning on using her as a second wave attacker using pike. I don't have all the weapons that I'd like these my companions to have at the moment.
Yes.
I haven't used the mod to get better weapons, but they've got, excuse me, they've got the original weapons from the original party as well as their own. So let's go there and try not to get seen. And I think we just avoided it. If that had gone to red, then he could see us and he could see that we've stolen it. Right, so he didn't see us. Great. Right, let's get out of here. Now, I think I should show a bit of combat as well. Show you how this party works. So I'll do that straight away now before I enter the village. I'm going to go to this outside into the world map here, and we'll go down to Stormwall Gorge. I'll just do a quick combat against a couple of lions, and then we'll go back into the village. And there's an area to the east of the village which most of this mini Let's Play will take part in. Okay, so let's stick on scouting. Now I've altered my formations as well, so that's my current formation when I'm scouting, and this will be my formation when I'm not scouting. I don't need to scout. Okay. Did I put the right one on then? No. Right, so we found a lion. Okay. Now I probably want to switch some of my weapons around. So a lot of this party I would give guns eventually, but I don't have them yet. Not sure I've said who's actually in the party. I've got a wizard, I've got a rogue, a paladin, a chanter, and a fighter. In the first time I tried out a similar party to this, I actually had a barbarian instead of a wizard. but I've fitted in a wizard this time round. Could have one more companion, but I'm only going to have 5 like was originally. I've changed a lot of my control settings as well. The combat system is, well, it's real time with pause, but you can see I've got quite a few pauses on. Combat can be very tactical, and that's actually how I like to do it. So let's bring him up here. Right, a couple of lions. Right, she started to be seen. Okay, let's bring the paladin up.
Certainly.
I think she has a bow. One downside with the paladin is they use this modal focus that they have. They can have the choice of between 3 that you can take. I've gone for the accuracy one, since I didn't think I needed the healing one.
Right.
Or the other one, the movement one.
What is it? Of course.
Right, bring them forward. Let's switch to a crossbow. Use crippling strike. She's in a Mauen, coastal Amawa, the rogue is. I've tried an elf before, but I think I prefer the extra weapon for the rogue. Trying it out for the first time now, so we'll see if I like it or not. Right, let's select that there. Okay, she can use her bow on that as well, and the wizard can use his rods. And right, let's get going. Now my chanter automatically starts chanting as well, so I can use a variety of powers of him later on. Which one do I want here? I think it's a bit buggy sometimes, the chants as well, but it seems to be working at the moment in this current beta. I think let's put that on there. So it's anti-slash and what is it? PS. It should work well against lions. Right, so she fired that. Right, let's pull her back there. Right, so going to get the dwarf to use his knockdown ability to, well, knock down the lion, hopefully. Actually, let's try and use it on that one. So that lion's been hobbled, which means it moves slower. Okay, the fighter that I've got is tooled up to basically take an absolute battering. It's got a huge constitution. Also, most opponents' attacks will miss him, since it has really high deflection. That's 80, and that's only a level 4 character. He's got one-handed weapon and a shield, and those are his current abilities. Okay. So she fired. Yeah, probably. Right, let's keep on attacking that. He's down to 2 dots, so he's almost dead, probably. I think I'll bring in my chanter on the side. I'll attack. Well, I'm hoping that attacks my fighter as well. My fighter can take on 3 opponents before he starts to get into any trouble. Okay, I think I'll bring my paladin round there. My paladin needs to stay within 4 meters of everyone for them to gain that bonus. So I need to keep her in the thick of it, really. Right, I think I'll just engage with my chanter. My chanter's been tooled up to be very good at deflecting blows as well, but if he does get hit, he's nowhere near as able as the fighter to take damage. Right, I think I'll actually bring the paladin there. She can continue going there. The wizard, I think I'll use that ability. The wizard has a variety of spells, but these are only, you can only use these, well, in the case of that, I can use 6, those are level 1 spells, I can use them 6 times, but you have to rest before you get them back, so they're per rest abilities. I kind of prefer the per encounter abilities in the main, but I think at the moment a lot of the chanter classes are actually a bit overpowered. Right, there's another lion coming in, that's not good. Which means I don't really have I'm hoping he goes for the fighter, because the fighter can handle it. I don't want him going after my wizard, for example. Right, he's gone straight for fighter. Brilliant. Right, so with the rogue, I think I'll switch back to hand-to-hand weapons. Get her into combat, where she probably does more damage. Right, Chanter, he's actually getting hit a bit here now, which is not great. So I kind of need to kill this sooner rather than later. Okay, I'm not just going too close. Right, brilliant. Let's knock down. I think I'll hold off and knock down for the tiny bit. She can. Oh, let's use. Well, that's nearly dead, so I won't use her Flame of Devotion ability on that one. Okay. Right, she actually killed that lion. She must have hit it with the pike. Right, so they're all moving on now to that lion. Let's use her to attack that. And let's use one of the, well, yeah, I think I'll use one of the spells to show it off with a wizard. So I'll bring it over there. I'll use that one. Okay, which is like a spear attack, I think. Does that. Okay. And then I'll use that again, since it's a per encounter ability, so I might as well use it. Okay, chant is up to level 3. That means I can use one of his chants. So I've selected a phantom and skeletons and the thrice was she wronged ability. This one's absolutely amazing. I think I used that one. Oops, where did I? Let's select that properly. So it's a huge cone ability. Let's use that. Okay, the amount of rogue that's killed that lion. She's moved in there. He's still attacking him and probably missing all the time. The defense is so high. And she can move in there
Your eyes.
and attack that. Oh, she's still got a bow out. Right, meant to have the pike.
Curse your eyes!
And that's combat. Okay, so I'll loot the corpses. All the per encounter abilities come back. The one spell I used though for the wizard shouldn't come back, so yeah, it's still on 5.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, let's go back to the village. Okay. Okay, looks like it's dark now. Okay, let's enter the village then. Right, so we've got House Harren Guard. Let's have a word with him. So the guard gives you an appraising eye. You've recently come to the Deerford, I take it. I don't suppose you saw a young elven noblewoman on the road. I'm stuck in this wretched place with the rest of my unit until we find her. Okay, so we've got 3 options. I'm going to take the aggressive option, since that will be what my paladin benefits from. He shakes his head, laughing humorlessly. You're every bit as helpful as that innkeeper Dengler. Yes, you'll fit right in this charming little dump. Beasts take the whole sullen lot of you. Okay. There's a place there that I probably should go in to get some experience points in a minute. Damn Gelwyn for monsters like that, and damn the rest of the gods too. Right, so let's have a chat with this guy. A man paces angrily in front of a wrecked animal pen, his sun-weathered face twisted with ire. He's so wrapped up in his fury that he doesn't seem to notice you. Gallowayne's slobbering beast, blazing blood effigy, thrice damned salty wench and her soggy. Right, so we've got 5 options. There's an aggressive option again, so I should probably take that. So, watch where you're going, you raging fool. He spins to face you, his cheeks puffed up and red, he takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. Not your fault, I'm sorry, temper's getting the better of me again, but with all of but a few of my runts gone, my pen destroyed, the colour of rises in his face again. What am I supposed to do? So, there's another aggressive one. So, I've had enough of your tone, farmer. So let's take that one. He bites his lip, closes his eyes. His nostrils flare with each quick, angry breath. Wife's always telling me to mind my temper. Just breathe and deep and count to 10. He sighs. An ogre moved into the area not long ago. Folk had been seeing glimpses and tracks out in the woods, but it seemed to be staying away from town, or so we all thought, until it made off with my pigs. Now everyone's afraid it's going to develop a tasteful kith, if it hasn't already. Okay, so what you mean to do now? Your swine are all gone, it's best to move on. Did you see the ogre take your pigs? Tell me how I can help. There's not a cruel or aggressive option, so I think I'll probably just take... That's a bad option for me, being benevolent or diplomatic, so I don't want to take that. So I'm going to take the rational one, I think. What else would have destroyed my pen and made off with my herd? And at the same time, the rest of the village has seen a 10-foot monster in the forest. I know it's too late to get my pigs back, but it'd set my mind at ease to see that thing's head shorn from its neck. In fact, you bring its ugly paste to me and I'll trade you for something that's of less use to a farmer like me than to a rowdy-looking sort like yourself. What you know about the ogre? I've been sent to find an ola named Nivre. Know where she is, and I'll see what I can do for well. Let's ask him about the ogre. It's the same as any other, I'm sure. A big, ugly son of a bitch with a nasty temper and an appetite to match. Trigil could tell you more. He claims to have seen it in a wood. You can find him in his shop right by the broken tower. Let's ask about Nivre. Never even heard of her. Okay, so we're going to do a quest. And we have to find the ogre's lair. And he mentioned talking to someone in the tower, which is about there. Okay, I think I'll end this video at this point. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first video. If you have any comments or questions about this video or about my character builds in general, in the future I am planning on doing character build videos. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Maybe a character creation guide perhaps. You'll have to let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you really enjoyed this video, then you may want to help me out by giving this video a like. Likes and views really help out my channel a huge amount by boosting my videos in YouTube search rankings, which helps other people to find out about the channel. Also, you may want to subscribe. There's plenty of other videos on my channel you may be interested in. They're mainly strategy games like Civ 5, EU4, Endless Space, Endless Legend. But in the future, if Pillars of Eternity does well, I may do some more RPGs. We'll have to see though. Okay, right, I think that covers just about everything. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.